Welcome back to Paisley Girls Life in the Garden. What am I doing today? Well, I've already got a little bit of a mess started. I'm cutting up apples. I happen to have the Honey Crisp apples left over from when I was making applesauce and red candied apples and all that good stuff. And I thought today, since it's fall and we would like something warm and delicious, we would make some apple crisp. I've got my 9x13 here, filling up with apples. For this recipe, you're going to need 8 to 10 apples, which I've already gotten started. I'm going to be using my little handy dandy apple peeler here. It's nothing special, something I've had for years. In fact, it's an essential home. And to tell you how long I've had this, I actually got this at Kmart. Is there a Kmart around anymore? I know around here there isn't that I know of. Do you guys have any Kmarts from where you're at? Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, it's just, a cheap little apple peeler, but it's lasted me for years, so I'm not going to complain. Would I like one of those metal ones, the steel ones or whatever, that cores, peels, and slices? Oh yeah, I would love to have one. Maybe Christmas. But this one will do. It's been doing for years. This one just basically peels the apples and that's it. I do have an apple core, but I just figured I'm not doing that many today, so I'm just going to slice them. And you're going to slice them about 1/4 of an inch thick, and then just kind of spread them out into your pan. And I am using, like I said earlier, Honey Crisp apples, but you can use any apples that you have on hand. On my channel we talk about we just use what we have, what's available. A lot of things are coming pretty hard to become available to us. If you notice what's going on out there in the world. But I'm just using Honey Crisp because that's what we had left. And for this recipe, you're going to need 8 to 10 apples. It's going to be really sweet anyway. So I just, sliced my apples and just kind of tossed them in here. Kind of easily, even as possible. I didn't put any lemon juice or anything because we're going to be baking them and we're not too concerned about if the apples remained white or not. Move this. Okay. So, yeah, this has a nice little suction down here. I still hold at the bottom just to make sure it stays there. And it does really good. I do have to go back through sometimes and re-peel because some of the apples, they're not uniform. And that's fine. If you don't have a machine like this, you can use a potato peeler, whatever you have. But then I just go through with my little knife and I just kind of take off the extra skin. Now some people like to leave the skin on. That's totally your preference. We prefer not to have the skin on. We just don't like the texture of it, so we just get the peel off of there, or the skin, I should say. Alright. And then we're not saving any of the scraps today, like we did in my video for the applesauces and the red hot candy apples. Because I already did that, and I've already made our apple cider that is shelf stable. So I don't have to worry about that. And while I'm cutting this up, and you're waiting on the next steps, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, and the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our videos. We do have a family channel as well that my husband usually take care of. We actually just did a collaboration on the last video with his homemade vegetable soup and me pressure canning it and getting it shelf stable. We try to keep our pantry stocked because of any kind of event that we aren't able to obtain what we need. Hopefully we will have it on our shelves. So I've got the last apple done here, and I have my oven preheating at 375. Now with this apple crisp, you can add a caramel sauce on top of your apples to make it a caramel apple crisp, but my husband and Carmen and I just prefer good old apple crisp, so that's what we're going to do. I do have caramel. I could melt down and make a little sauce, but it's been requested just to do the apple crisp, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, so I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up, get everything that we need to make our apple crisp. And you're going to need 2.5 cups of flour, so I went ahead and put that in there. So it's already, it's a lot easier for me to pre-measure and just do that because our storage bins, it's just heavy to carry around. So we have that. Now you're going to need 2 1/4 cups of brown sugar. And you're going to want it packed. I may have to get the other bag out here. In fact, I'm sure I'm going to have to now. Yeah. There's 2 cups there. Get the other brown sugar out. Scissors are right there in front of me. So you're going to need I already got the 2 cups of brown sugar in there. Now you're going to need the 4th. Yes, I did not say this was going to be the most healthiest of desserts, but it is dessert, so perfect. So I got that taken care of, and I'll have to put that in a Ziploc bag here soon. Next, you're going to need 2.5 cups of oats. Now, you can use the standard oats. I'm just going to be using, this is the quick oats, 1-minute oats. It doesn't matter, whatever you have on hand. So we're going to need 2.5 cups of that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as close as you can. This is just going to be for a crumble on top. And you need another half, so that's 2.5. Perfect. Alright. Now you're going to need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And then you're going to need a teaspoon of nutmeg, because nutmeg is very strong, so you don't want to put more than that in there. And then you're going to need a tablespoon of vanilla. Now, you can use any vanilla you have. I would recommend pure vanilla just because it tastes better. But I just bottled up my vanilla that I cured for a year this morning, so we're going to go ahead and use some of that. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. And last but not least, you're going to need 1 cup of melted butter. And we're going to go ahead and get that all mixed up together. Once we got it mixed together, I'm going to get my hands in there because I like to get it nice and incorporated. Make sure that I get all that mixture combined.
Get away from the dog.
And should be good and crumbly, but also you can feel the moisture from the butter being in there and the vanilla. And I am making a mess as usual. That's okay, we're making some scrumptious. Alright, go ahead and rinse my hands off here. Alright, so then on top of the apples, I'm going to add just a sprinkle more of cinnamon. Just so that it's good and covered on the apples. About a tablespoon. And then we're just going to take this and put it on top. And spread it out so that it's even. It's going to be so delicious. And you can see it fills up the whole 9 by 13. I like to press it down just a little bit to help that crumble. Be good and solid on top, and that's what you'll have. And you don't have to add any liquids because the apples will form their own liquid in their juice. Plus the butter will melt down in there some. And you're going to put this in the oven at 375. And the time for this, I believe, is 40 minutes. Let me check here. 45 minutes. But what I will do is I will start checking it at 40. May leave it in there for 50. Just check the top of your crumble. Make sure that it gets a good golden brown color. And you'll know it's ready. So I'm going to set the timer here for 40 minutes to remind me that I have that in the oven. But I'm sure the smell will remind me. But we'll show you here once I pull it out what it looks like. And hopefully you'll be able to enjoy this. Alright, so we have about 40 seconds left. And I'm going to get this scrumptious, delicious apple crisp out and show you guys the final results. So, while we're waiting, go ahead and, if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so that you get all of ours and my video. We'll put my family channel, the link in the description box as well, so that you don't miss any of that fun adventures. But yeah, I hope you guys really really get a chance to try this recipe. I think that your family will enjoy it. I know mine loves it, so go ahead and get this out. Doesn't that look delicious? Cannot wait to get my spoon in there. So like I was saying, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and the likes. And most important, if you want to help me and my channel, please share my videos so that other people can enjoy these wonderful recipes as well. As you know, if you're already a subscriber, or if you don't know and you're a new subscriber, I do all kinds of things on my channel. Today is the baking, but I also do canning, I do fermenting, I do gardening, I do all kinds of things. Sometimes I just do a vlog of whatever we're doing, but most generally I like to be able to teach people new recipes and things that they can preserve for their family, to live a sustainable life as much as possible. Now I know it's hard. We don't have a homestead, we don't have land. We make best with what we have, and even if it's one little thing, it's better than what you had before. So thank you again for joining me, and I truly, truly appreciate it, and we love you, and God bless you, and make you one of these. Yummy, yummy treat. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next video.